I think technology is this interesting thing that humans build that has the capacity to elevate the human condition and also compromise it in certain ways. And I think one problem with technology is that it evolves so quickly. It takes a long time for humans to know how to use it in a way that is best for their well-being. So one example is the telephone. When that came out, it took a long time for society to realize it's probably not a good idea to call people during the dinner hour. But eventually people realized it, and there were norms of how to use the technology that caught on. Nowadays, communication technologies evolve so quickly that we don't really have time to adapt and update our social norms. And there are certain cases where maybe Facebook, we are looking at our friends having fun and enjoying their lives, and we think by comparison we might have a lesser experience, and it just takes a while for humans to learn how to adapt to these technologies, and they may be changing faster than we can adapt. Okay, so technologies that support well-being. That's a really interesting question. I think I see a lot of technologies that are designed to support human productivity, make us faster at work, faster at communicating, and I actually think there's not as much emphasis on building technologies that support psychological well-being or prevent mental health concerns. I think there's a huge opportunity, and I see a lot of interesting applications in this space being developed, whether it's ranging from teletherapy or connecting therapists to patients in more seamless and efficacious ways, or detecting people who might need help and routing them appropriately. I think areas of positive psychology are a great space to develop and innovate and try and find ways to focus on boosting positive emotions and positive moods. And I think technology often is built to connect people, and there are a lot of ways we can create technology that connects people in profound ways rather than isolates people, which is often what we kind of see or we feel. And I think that's a great target for intervention. Yeah, I think that's a great question. I don't know if I have the answers myself, but it seems like there are more opportunities for people to come together. Positive Computing, this conference I'm at right now, is a great example of engineers and psychologists working together. I would also suggest that industry should be involved as well. I've since migrated a little bit away from academia to the startup culture, and I think there are things that are done in startup culture that could inform both engineers and psychologists, researchers, and also better systems for passing data and insights. In startups, we run a lot of experiments. We run them very quickly. We don't go through IRB approval necessarily or go through grant processes. On the same hand, a lot of our experiments are very rough and dirty. But I think there are ways for us to open up some of the data and the insights that we learn in industry and pass them to researchers instead of mostly the case it's me just reading a bunch of papers that academics read, and I just absorb greedily all the learnings they have. And I think there needs to be better systems for young companies like mine to share stuff that we may be learning and pass it along to the field.